Let's build a European-inspired storefront for each major material in Minecraft. Today we're focusing on andesite and polished andesite. So the interior of the room has already been cleared out. We replaced all the walls with andesite. Now we've just got to figure out where we're going to put the doors. So I'm thinking we're going to skip a block and we're going to do a 3x3 door right here. And then we're going to do a 3x3 window on this side. Now you'll notice that we actually made the wall at the front double wide. And that's because the door is going to be recessed by one block. For the upper windows, we're going to skip a block and we're going to do 3 tall windows, each 1 block in between, making 4 total windows. And then we're going to skip another block and do a single tall window above each of those 4 below. I went ahead and raised the ceiling by 1 block so that we could add in those frog lights along the upper edge of each side, and we added additional blocks at the center of the ceiling to add some detail like we had before. So now that we've got an idea for our facade, let's go in and add those details. For the cornice, we're swapping between andesite and polished andesite, both solid blocks and stairs, and then adding acacia buttons on top of the solid blocks. Below that, we're swapping these andesite blocks for polished andesite. And let's bring in some more of that acacia color by adding some signs along this band of polished andesite. Making our way down the wall, we are removing this front layer of andesite. And above each window, we're removing the block and replacing it with a polished andesite stair. And for the window, we are using light blue stained glass panes. Between each window, we're going to add in some andesite walls. And I really like the depth that the walls add. Below each set of walls, let's swap out the andesite block for polished andesite. In preparation for the windows we are adding below, let's go ahead and swap out these solid blocks for stairs as well. And while we're up here, let's go ahead and add some lanterns for lighting. We want to maintain a consistent design, so we are once again removing that front layer of andesite, swapping in andesite walls. And for the windows on this one, we're going to use the light blue stained glass on the top, but use white stained glass on the bottom 2 panes. Let's swap the block below each wall with a polished andesite block. And between those, we are adding in andesite stairs. Above the door opening, let's add some more stairs. For the door itself, we are using acacia surrounded by trapdoors. And below the window, let's replace these andesite blocks with some oak leaves and some acacia trapdoors. For the window itself, we are once again adding a light blue stained glass at the top and then a white stained glass on the lower half. And at the 3 main pressure points, we are removing the andesite blocks and adding walls with a polished andesite block at the base. And we of course need some more lighting, so let's add a lantern here and here. And last but not least, I am adding a white banner to Illume and turning it into light gray striped banners that we can add on either side of the entrance. And that is the completed storefront for the andesite storage room. Stay tuned to see how we decorate the interior.